So we're going to come to standing. We're going to start with some squats. We'll get us nice and warm. So we'll take those feet comfortable distance apart. Just lift it as a brace. Then we'll slowly push those hips back and down. And then slowly come back up again. So we'll just start with those nice slow squats. Keeping the chest up, the abs braced, and really driving those feet through the floor as we come back up to standing. We've got 2 to go. Okay, then we're going to come to our roll down. So drop that chin to the chest, let your arms and shoulders go heavy. Then we're going to slowly roll down towards the floor. Going as far towards the floor as we feel we can. And then we'll slowly ease back to standing. And we'll repeat just a few times. Then one more time. So we're going to go back into a squat, but this time we're going to take the hands to the floor. We're going to walk the hands forward slowly, out into a plank position. Nice strong core brace, don't let those hips drop. Then we're going to walk back towards the squats, and then forwards again. We don't come out of the squat, we just walk those hands slowly forwards, then backwards. So to our plank position, to our squats. We've got one more. We're going to hold this one out in a plank. We'll take those hands a little bit wider. We've got a few push-ups. So these we don't all knees or toes. Strong core brace. Elbows trapped back. Last one. Then we'll walk back to our squats. And then come out of it. Up to standing. We should be feeling a little bit warm and ready to go. Okay, so today we need our bands for the first round. Now our option is just to do squats, but if we can, we're going to do some lunges instead. Everyone's second favourite exercise. So here, we're going to place the band under one foot, hand on each hand. We're going to take a nice long stride back. Now if you don't feel there's enough tension on the band, we can grab it a little bit further down. We're going to stand nice and tall, shoulders pull back, abs are braced. And then we're going to slowly drop that back knee down towards the floor and then back up again. We're going to do the reps on one side, reps on the other side. We're going to do 10 reps on each leg. So we get up, band under one foot. So take a nice long stride back. Feet about hip width apart, so they're not too narrow. We stand tall, strong core brace, shoulders drawn back, and then we're going to slowly lower the knee down then drive through the legs to come back up. Like I said, if the lunges don't feel good, you can go to a squat instead. We'll just do double the amount. So you do 20 squats instead of 10 lunges on each leg. Now on our lunge, we keep that front heel down. We've got 2 to go on this side. The last one. And we'll step in. We'll swap the band over. So we'll place it under the other foot this time. We'll stand nice and tall. Take that other foot back. Shoulders drawn back. Strong core brace. And we're going to lower that back knee down towards the floor. And then up. So just take the back knee as low to the floor as you feel you can, trying to get the front thigh parallel to the ground if possible. Keeping that tension in the band as we drive through the legs. Two to go on this leg. Then we can step in and step off the band. A little bit of recovery time, give those legs a little shake out. We've got 2 rounds to go. So do the same thing again after our recovery. Another 10 reps on each leg. About another 20 seconds, and then we'll start round 2. So we get ourselves set up. We did that band back under the first foot. Then we'll take a nice long stride back. Chest is up, abs are braced. And then we'll gently lower that back knee down towards the floor. And up again. So we keep the chest upright. Awesome, right guys, 2 to go on this side. Then we'll step in, swap feet. So band goes under the other foot, we take that nice long stride back. Again, keep those feet about hip width apart. Standing tall, we lower that back knee down and drive through that front foot. Last one on this side. And we'll step in. And we can step off the band. One more set, nice. One more round. And you guys doing fantastic work. Awesome work so far. Okay. Last set of these. So we'll place that band back under the front foot, or the first foot I should say. We'll take that nice long stride back. We stand tall, shoulders from back, abs are braced, and we're going to lower that back knee down. And drive back up. Remember, the lunges aren't good. Stick with your squats instead. Two on this side. And we can step in on the soft feet. So last set of lunges. Take that nice long stride back. Chest is lifted, abs are braced. And then we'll lower that back knee. And lift again.
Put your arms around, feeling this love tonight. Coming home now, facing the world as one. Put your arms around, feeling this love tonight. Coming home, we're coming home now, facing the world as
last one.
And
we'll step in. We can step off the band, we can give those legs a little bit of a shake. Little shake. We're going to hit a bit more of the back of the legs now. Enjoy the recovery for the moment. But in a moment, we're going to step on the band. Hand in each hand. And as always, if we need a little bit more tension, we can grab a little bit further down the band, so we put it under a little bit more tension. We've got a little bend in the knees. We're going to stand tall, strong core brace, shoulders are drawn back. And we're going to hinge forward from the hips, keeping those hands close to the shins as we do. Hands go just below the knees, and then we'll lift back to standing. Three sets, 10 reps. That's what we're going to aim for. Okay. So let's set up. So we stand on the band again. We'll take hold wherever we need to get under a bit of tension. Slight bend in the knees. And then we're going to tip forward from those hips, keeping the back nice and flat. So we keep those shoulder blades drawn back. Abs are braced, hands go just below the knees. Then we're going to drive the feet to the floor. Back to standing, squeezing the glutes and hamstrings. Now we don't hyperextend at the top, we just come up to straight. And we'll slowly go forwards again. So we keep that tension to the back of the body. Really working those glutes and hamstrings in these Romanian deadlifts. Last one. And then we can rest. So we've got 2 more rounds just like that. So hopefully you're feeling that working through the back of the legs. through the back of the upper body as well. Keep those shoulders pulled back, that strong core brace. Keep that back nice and flat as we come forwards. Okay, you ready for round two? It's the same thing. Feet come to a distance apart. We take hold of the band wherever we need to find that resistance. A little bit of a bend in the knees. We keep that strong brace in the upper body. And then we're going to tip forwards from the hips. Hands go just below the knees. And we'll lift back up, keeping that squeeze to the whole back of the body. Last one. And a little rest. We've got one more set of those to come. So we've got a little longer recovery before we start the final set. Shall we get set up? So we'll take hold of the band. We'll come up to standing. Again, a little bit of a bend in the knees, shoulders pull back, abs are braced. Then we tip forward from those hips. Hands go just below the knees, and we drive those feet through the floor, coming back to standing. Good. Last one. Awesome. Then have a little rest. Let's stay on your band. We're going to need that still. Legs have a little bit more work to do. We've only got 2 sets of these though. But in a moment, either keep a handle in each hand, or we're going to cross them over. We'll draw the handles up to the hips, a little bit of a bend in the knees. So we're in a slight squat position. We're going to take a step out to one side, then bring the other foot back in under the hip. And then we're going to do the same thing, going out to the other side. To make it harder, handles across, or sink a little bit deeper into your squat as we do that from side to side. So we'll just go one step one way, one step back. And we never bring those feet any closer than hip width apart. So after we step out, when we bring that other foot in, it comes back in under the hip. We're not trying to bring it all the way in right next to the other foot. That way we keep the tension in the bands, we keep the tension in the abductors, adductors. We'll work those legs a little harder. Are we ready? Stand in each hand, a little bit of a squat position. Then we step out to one side, we bring the other foot in under that hip. and then we step back and do the same thing. And we make sure we step with both feet, so we're not just letting the band drag the second foot across as we step it in. We want to lift that foot and plant it down. That way we're staying in control, keeping that tension in their muscles, allowing the band to do the work that we want it to. One more each way, and then we can rest. It's a bit of recovery time. Last we've only got 2 rounds of that, so we've got 1 more set to come. Okay, are you ready for set 2? Hand in each hand, either cross or uncross. We bring those handles to the hips. We bend those legs. We take a nice long stride out. We bring the other foot in. And we do the same thing, going the other way. That's good. And like I said, we make sure we step with both feet. We're not just allowing the band to drag the foot across the floor. One more time to each side. Ooh. And we can step off the band. We can give the legs a little shake. From here, we get to come down to the floor. So we'll come down to a seated position. And then we're going to take the band around the bottom of the feet. We're going to extend the legs. We're going to sit up nice and tall, handle in each hand. And then we're going to draw the elbows back, taking them wide, squeezing the shoulder blades together as you do, and then we'll come forwards. Now, if that's not challenging enough, we'll cross the handles over for a little bit more tension, or grab a little bit further down on the band. The choice is yours. Again, we're going to go for another 10 reps. So we'll sit up tall, handle in each hand, and we'll take those elbows wide as we drive them back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then slowly forwards. Good. Last 2. Last 1. And then we can rest. Right, we've got 2 more sets, just like that. Okay, we're ready for round 2. So again, either crossed or uncrossed. Sit up tall, and we drive the elbows back and together, and then slowly ease forwards again. Two to go. And then rest. So we've got 1 more set of those in a moment. We've got the recovery. Okay, third and final set of these. So again, hand on each hand, cross or uncrossed, we set up nice and tall. We drive those elbows back, squeezing shoulder blades together if you do. And then we'll come forwards again. Last one. And again, we can rest. We're going to stay in a seated position though. Something a little bit different today. We're going to add in some seated reverse flies. So the feet, band's going to stay around the feet. We're going to take the arms out to the side, keeping them almost straight as we do. So we keep a slight bend in the elbows. We're going to sit up tall, drawing the shoulder blades back and together. So you just hit the back of the shoulders. Again, if it feels too easy, you can always cross over the band. But I have a feeling this one's going to be challenging enough. So I think for the first round, we're just going to go for 6 reps. So in a moment, we'll sit nice and tall, take the arms out straight. And then we're going to draw them back towards the shoulders, or towards shoulder height. Keeping them as straight as we can, squeezing the shoulders back and together as we do. 6 reps. Are we ready for round 1? So we take those hands out, then we're going to take them out to the sides, drawing the shoulder blades back and together. Last one. Awesome work. So we do the same thing in a moment for a second set, but again, if you need to, you can release the band, Okay. Ready for the second set. So take those hands out, set up tall. And we're going to take those arms out to the side, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Two to go. Last one. And we can rest. If you have your know, we get to stay in a seated position. However, we're going to sit on the band this time. So take the band underneath us, handles to each side. We'll take a handle into each hand in a moment. We're going to come into some shoulder presses. We enjoyed the little bit of recovery first. A little bit more shoulder work. Okay, are we ready? First round. We're going to go 10 reps. So again, legs out in front of us, slight bend in the knees, keeping the heels down, feet to be together or apart. We're going to drive the hands overhead and then come back down to the shoulders. Last one. And to rest. So we've got 2 more sets just like that. You guys are doing fantastic work this morning. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant as always. Okay, set 2, same thing, 10 reps, hand on each hand, let's go. Strong core brace, we keep those heels down, we drive the hands up towards the ceiling. Two to go. Then we'll release. So we've got 1 more set of those in a moment. Just 1 more round. And then we're done with those ones. Which I know you'll be happy with. But it's something a little bit different in the last set. We're going to do a couple more reps. So we're going to go to 15. But this time, we're going to split it into 5 little blocks of 5 reps. So we're going to do 5 reps. We'll hold at the bottom after the 5th one. We'll hold here for 10 seconds. Then we'll do another 5. Then we'll hold for 20 seconds. and then we'll do the final 5. So just do 5 reps, hold for 10 seconds, 5 reps, hold for 20 seconds, 5 reps. And we're done with the shoulders. Yeah? Okay. Let's take hold of those handles. We sit up tall, and we drive those hands overhead, and then we bring them back down. So, one more. We'll hold at the shoulders, hold here for 10 seconds. Okay, we'll do 5 more. One more. And this time, we'll hold for 20 seconds. Okay, and final 5. And we can pop those handles down. And we can rest. We can give the legs a little shake out. If they need it, the hips might be feeling a little bit tight. We've been in that seated position for a little bit of time now. Hip flexors might need a little release. Then we've got one last little bit of work to do, and then we'll stretch. So we're going to hit our biceps next. We're going to work the biceps. And we're going to do that from standing. So in a moment, don't start yet though. I'm just going to show what we're going to do. We're going to curl up. We're going to pause at the top. And then slowly lower back down. We're going to repeat that for 8 reps. So about 2 seconds to curl up, we'll pause at the top, and then we slowly lower back down, and we'll repeat 8 times. We try and keep it slow on the way back down, and we're not trying to go too quick on the way back up. The whole time, really focusing on that squeeze into the biceps, squeeze into the arms. I said 2 sets, 8 reps in each one. So we'll come to standing. Stand on the band, hand in each hand. Are we ready? First 8. So we curl up, pause, and then slowly lower back down. So we keep that strong core brace, and we'll go again. Pause at the top, slow release. And as I said, focus on that squeeze in the biceps. We've got 2 to go. Last one. And then we'll rest. So we've got one more set of those to come. Another 8 reps. I'm sure we make it 10. Let's go for 10 in the final set. You guys are doing awesome work. So push you a little harder for the last round. So at the moment we're going to do 10 reps. So we just got a little stretch after that. This is our last little bit of hard work. Are we ready? Yeah? Okay. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So nice controlled pace up, little pause at the top, and then slowly lower back down. And we repeat Remember the little pause at the top before we slowly lower. So just keep that tension in the muscles for a little bit longer. Keep that strong core brace the whole time. Five down, 5 to go. One more, last one. Awesome. Then we can release the band. We pop it down. As promised, we just got a little bit of a stretch. So we'll start out, we'll take the arms out at shoulder height, thumbs start towards the ceiling, we're just going to rotate them down, thumbs point towards the floor. Get a nice little stretch through the biceps. And then we'll gently release. We're going to bring the right arm across the body. We're going to bring the left arm around it. And then we're just going to hug the arm a little bit closer in towards us. Get a nice stretch into the shoulder. So the arm comes across. Other arm wraps over it. And then we'll gently release. We'll do the same thing going the other way. So left arm across the body, right arm wrapped around it this time, drawing it a little bit closer in. And gently release. Slight bend in one leg. We'll bring the one ankle up behind us. Draw the knees together, hips tucked under, standing nice and tall. So if you need to hold your ear, arm out, fingers on the nose, whatever. Helps you find your balance. And then we'll gently release. We'll do the same thing on the other side, so slight bend in the other leg. Take hold of the ankle, draw it in. Knees together, hips tucked under. And again, whatever you need to find your balance. Hold the wall, chair, hold your nose, hold your ear. Hold someone next to you as long as you're not dragging them over as well. And then we can gently release. So last stretch, we'll take a nice deep breath in. As you do, we're going to sink into it with a squat. We'll come out the squat, and as you breathe out at the top, just relax your shoulders and circle your arms back and down. We'll do that one more time. Nice deep breath. As you breathe out, just relax your shoulders and circle the arms back and down. Awesome, guys.